All right, let's move on to 7 Minutes in Heaven.
All right, let's talk about something that really matters. All right, guys, we are back. 7 Minutes in Heaven, and you know what it is? We're talking about the best scenes that we really just loved in this film. And for me, if I'm going to start it out, for me, one of the first things that really stuck out to me was the family ride to the beach when they are riding in the car. To me, it was so it took me down a trip down memory lane. It was so nostalgic just to see the different dynamics at play in the car. You have the son making the Uranus joke, and the dad's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And which this is one of the scenes that made both of my lists. It made one of my best quotes too, because the son says, "Point one finger at me, you got 3 pointing back at you." Mm-hmm. So you got that happening. You got the daughter straight off of like she's seen Netflix, The Social Dilemma. She's like, "Do you know they put fluoride in water and I can kill you?" So you got your conspiracy theorist. The dad who is just like, who drops the line that you drop, who's also made my best quotes. He says, "The song's not about drugs. It's a dope song. I got 5 on it, but don't do drugs." Like, he's all over the psychedelics. Like, he is that. Don't even get me started on him. And then, like you say, you got the mom. You didn't hear it. The mom, she wasn't snapping on beat. She's trying to get her son to snap on beat, which lets you know, yeah, black may not crack, but all black people don't have rhythms. Like, so let's get the out of there. They don't. She was clearly off. And then yet again, like, the whole family's riding to the beach, and the song about 2 people coming together and working together instead of killing each other. Like, so while they're coming towards their demise, the song is telling them, like, man, let's just get together, smoke a blunt, man. We are the world. We are the children. Or we are the tethered.
I would say, so I'll start with my third favorite scene is Elizabeth Moth's death scene. That whole moment in the house with Elizabeth Moth's character and Tim Heidecker. The punchline when she's trying to tell the equivalent of Siri, I can't remember, Ophelia, I think.
Ophelia.
Which is like...
Call the cops.
Yeah, and then or call the police. And then the police ends up playing to like soundtrack her death. I thought that was brilliant. And I think Ophelia, I can't remember what language it is, but it means help in whatever language it translates from.
I will segue with you. That was one of my scenes as well, to see that thing happening. But we're going to talk about that later. Matter of fact, let me go in from there, because I'm going to stay on that scene. Well, also in that scene, which cut to like within a 15-minute block. My attention was at its all-time high because of the fact that I saw the dynamic. I was subconsciously, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Jordan Peele, since you can't say it. Ironically, I'm gonna be Michael Key's character when he plays the other guy, like that can say stuff that other people can't say it. What he was letting you know that in his mind, we were 74 minutes into the film. The black family had not been killed yet. The white family's clones show up, and within 45 seconds, they were all I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck? Whoa. I had to look at the runtime. We were 70 minutes in. So much shit had happened. They saw, like, either, I'm not saying that white families are less defenseless. What I'm saying is, whatever they were doing, their tethered hated them so much more. They didn't have time to explain it. Like, hey, no.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they showed up ready to kill.
It's crazy.
Let's talk this out.
Nope.
Yeah, there was no black on black crime did not exist.
Oh no, he wasn't having that. He was not having that.
He flipped the script on us.
All the way. Literally flipped the script. All the way. Yes. Go ahead.
My number 2 scene is there's a family in our driveway. Gabe is the one that, I mean, this scene is like the perfect mix of like humor and tension and suspense, and Gabe makes it. Like, he walks the line perfectly between being scared, nonchalant, trying to be hardcore about it.
I said the cops is on their way.
Yeah, I already done told y'all.
Big John. Oh my gosh. He wanted to be in Baku so bad he couldn't channel in Baku at all.
He came out with that when he's on their way. He went real deep with it. And then like you immediately are like, you're laughing, and then all of a sudden it's when they disperse, like you're like, oh shit, that's right, I'm in a horror movie.
But speaking of the disbursement, before you move on to the next scene, notice the disbursement was, and it leads to your point from 30 minutes ago, they can only kill each other, and they know how each other thinks. When they disperse, the girl went to the girl's room. You see her climbing the tree. The boy went after the boy. The husband went after the husband. Girl, like, it was like they knew their mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, one of the scenes that you probably did not think I was going to come up to. So they're in this summer boathouse, whatever. Clearly, at their home where they live at, they may have like a king emperor-sized bed. But in this house where the parents are at, they have like a small queen princess bed or whatever. So after he's sitting there lazily up front and telling her, "I'm going to watch the game. I'll be there in a minute," he comes in there, and this motherfucker positions like. Where's the testosterone?
And he just goes, "Hey,
right, like, hey, come get on this joyride or some shit like this. Like, you don't even want to pound your wife. You want her to come ride you. Fast forward, she is having a breakdown. She is shaking, telling you her most intimate fears, and he was like, "Well, if it's a clone of you, I can kick your ass. So we should." Like, your wife's breaking the down, dude, and you're Winston Duke. What are you doing?
All right. In his defense, you saw the boat he got. That's
the crawdaddy.
He is splurging.
The crawdaddy.
He is splurging. He is rubbing 2 nickels together to make a dime.
Oh, I didn't feel that at all.
Work.
I feel like they had money.
See,
I mean, not money, but
I mean, he's
being a black dad.
He was jealous of the guy's car. He tried to get the boat to like live up to that. I feel like this is the trip once a year that they like. Or the trip that they take once a year.
Well, he always gets all done in, and if you finally want to do it, yeah.
But he has invested in this, and now so he's just like, can we just dissolve this tension with a little bit of humor and try to make this thing work?
Oh, he did too much of that. One thing you'll notice real quick, and I'll let you go to your point. Speaking of the boats, the one boat was named Crawdaddy. When he went onto the white boat, you didn't see it. It looked like it said yacht. The name of the yacht was Biatch.
Yeah.
You call that? You call? All right. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, do your research.
You watch a Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah.
All right, my number one scene is Red's introduction scene. Where once upon a time, a girl in the shadow. That whole monologue. Mm-hmm. I remember the first time watching it when you hear her voice for the first time, and you're just like, "What the f?" Mm-hmm. And then you're like, "All right, it's so." Unsettling. Her demeanor is so dark and interesting to observe. The like nightmarish descriptions of her words, and then that where she goes, "Who are you people?" and she's like, "We're Americans."
Like, that was
right there
oh
sealed
my
the
gosh.
deal that this movie is an allegory on classism in America.
My honorable mention before I go to my number one, it brought me back to us watching Tenet. We watched Tenet where 2 people battled themselves, but one person knowing what they were going to do, but the other person fighting in reverse. When we watched Lupita's character's duel in the end of the film based off the ballerina, like for 98% of the fight, you see Red's character win because of the fact that like they know each other. They say that they know how we think, and it's like, damn, this is the first time where I'm hearing a ballet duet in the background, composer-wise, and I'm watching her move with such grace. This isn't an all-out girl fight. This is nothing like a girl fight. This is 2 people, and if you really know who they are, that's what's really trippy. Like, who really adapted to what world better? But we'll talk about that later. But that was just my honorable mention. But I have to do this. My number one scene in the film, I thought all day about and all week about what to liken this to, and I can't think about what I want to liken it to. But I will tell you this. Kick-Ass is one of the things that came to mind. But for me, as the police is still playing in the background and it's fading, that's why I say it's a 15-minute high. My high was capped off by watching Big Sis and Lil Bro run through that house. And when I saw Lil Bro grab the heart-shaped herb from Wakanda, it had to be where there was some meteor that crashed in Wakanda, and then the young lady grabs the golf club and they're walking through this house like, yo, I don't know what happened to mom and dad, but hey, it's me and you and Big Sis got you. Like, I've never had a big sister, but I would love for that to be my big. And when you saw, like, when she killed the first bitch, but like, you know what? I can do this. I'm about to be on some straight up murder shit. Like,
and what I really liked about, I remember the first time I saw that scene, I remember thinking, this is so nice compared to most horror movies where you're screaming at the people on the screen to be smarter, to like run. It's like even the stereotype with black people in the movie theater, like run, bitch, run.
No.
Jordan Peele gave his people no opportunity to act crazy in the theater
No.
because his characters are smart. They're like even the kids, the way they're going, like the way
It's almost like they screened
she
it
shut the-
and didn't have an end to it. They saw the weapons and then they let like 1,000 black people screaming, and all he listened to was "Get the rock, grab the golf club."
The part that I love the most is when they first get up the stairs and the daughter shuts that door before
Oh,
they
yeah.
walk past
Yes.
it. Most
Yes.
movies would have taken the
Leave
low
the door
blow
open.
on that and been like, let's leave that door open so we gotta have some false suspense, like there's an open door behind you. Like, no, she's not even having that. She's seen horror movies. I'm shutting this door before. But yeah, it was good. That was
When
a
that
good
little
scene.
girl did that flip, she was not though. She's like, "What's that flip?"
Like, what
And
the
that's another thing. She just didn't swing it. She was like, "Hey,
fucking ninja tethered over here. Find us in all these links. It's coming up right now.
That's the trailer.